to me, that's inspirational, whether it, just listening to Caitlin, her work ethic, it was important to her. And I mean, she's just starting, her round of golf, if her journey.
Okay, so get this. The same Caitlin Clark who shattered every single basketball record imaginable just went and stunned the entire sports world again, this time on a golf course. Yeah, you heard me right. Caitlin Clark, brand new to golf, just made history. The golf world is still trying to process it. I'm talking Tiger Woods speechless, Steph Curry blown away. Even the LPGA pros, who are probably looking forward to a nice relaxing offseason, are like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah. All roads lead to the Annika Pro-Am. Trust me, all roads, all cameras, all people will be tuned in for the Annika Pro-Am. Why? To see the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, take over the show.
But here's the kicker. Some familiar faces from the WNBA were nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be heard. I'm talking about Angel Reese, Aja Wilson, crickets. Not a single congrats, not even a peep. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Should Caitlin have invited them to witness her greatness? Or maybe they just didn't deserve to be there after the way they've acted in the past. I don't know, you tell me in the comments. Because at this point, Caitlin Clark has proven she's way more than just a basketball player. She's a generational phenomenon. And it all started on a pretty ordinary, blustery Friday morning at the RSM Classic.
Of these places, every media outlet is covering this, and you don't say anything. That's what we were talking about this whole season. We were correct. The fans that were saying that the WNBA seems to be trying to quiet the noise of Caitlin Clark, not letting her shine to her full.
The RSM Classic Pro-Am was supposed to be a chill, fun event, a bunch of pros, a few celebs, some casual competition, nothing too serious. Just a chance for everyone to unwind and let their hair down. But then Caitlin Clark's name showed up on the player list, and everything changed. Suddenly, fans were lining up before sunrise, a first for the RSM Classic. Tickets sold out instantly. The crowd, way more Caitlin Clark jerseys than golf hats. You could feel the buzz in the air. Then the announcer's voice boomed across the course, now playing from the Indiana Fever and the University of Iowa. Caitlin Clark and the entire place went silent as she walked up to the tee.
Caitlin Clark's name affiliated with the event. They know the pub that is going to bring and everything that's going to come with it. So obviously they are going to do what's best for business. Unlike the WNBA, let's be clear here. It's just so funny, and I said this in a video before.
You could hear a pin drop. Then bam! She swung, and the sound of that drive echoed like thunder. The ball soared, powerful, clean, and straight, landing a good 270 yards down the fairway. The crowd went absolutely wild. Phones flying up, people screaming, reporters scrambling. Tiger Woods was grinning from ear to ear. Steph Curry tweeted, "I've never seen a better first swing." In an instant, basketball queen Caitlin Clark was the talk of the golf world. Golf Digest called her the most natural crossover athlete since Michael Jordan. ESPN's headline, "Caitlin Clark just changed golf forever." Wild, right? But amidst all the praise, one question kept popping up. Where were Angel Reese and Aja Wilson? Because they sure had a lot to say when Caitlin was dominating in basketball. They called her privileged, said she got too much media attention. Meanwhile, the WNBA spent an entire season seemingly trying to call every ticky-tack foul on her, while Caitlin was out there setting golf records. Seems a little jealous, doesn't it? And let's be real, the league hasn't exactly been bending over backward to promote her. But guess what? The golf community welcomed her with open arms. LPGA star Nelly Korda walked right up to Caitlin and said, "You're welcome here. This is where you belong." Maria Fassi told reporters, "Caitlin has pure energy. She brings a fire that we haven't had." In basketball, she was often treated like an outsider. In golf, she was getting the royal treatment.
Unlike the W, just the presence alone of Caitlin Clark, they understand what that could do for their sport. They understand that, let's say 1,000 new eyeballs, 10,000 new eyeballs show up. If only they could get a fraction of those new eyeballs to become fans, they understand that's a win.
Then came the moment of truth. Hole 7, par 4. A hole that even PGA pros have been known to bogey. Caitlin stepped up, took a deep breath, and lined up her shot. The crowd held its breath again. She inhaled, swung, and the ball sailed through the air, landing perfectly and rolling to within inches of the cup. The place erupted. Cheers, gasps, pure chaos. The commentators were losing their minds. And then the final score came in 13 under par. She shattered the previous Pro-Am record. Think about that. 13 under par from someone whose other job involves draining three-pointers.
When Caitlin is involved. Pro-Am tickets are $25, and event organizers saw demand increase 1,200% for the Pro-Am because of Clark, one of the most popular figures in the sports world. 1,200%. Oh, it's because of me too.
And the impact, huge. Business is booming. Caitlin Clark is one of the biggest names in sports right now, period. According to event organizers, demand for those $25 Pro-Am tickets jumped by a whopping 100%. Yeah, you read that right. 1,200%. Insane. Even Tiger Woods, watching from the sidelines, was impressed. That was one of the cleanest, most confident swings I've ever seen from a non-pro, he said. Steph Curry tweeted, Caitlin Clark might just be better than me at this point. Social media exploded. Caitlin Clark was the top trending topic worldwide. Headlines screamed, Caitlin Clark can do anything. And you know what? It feels like she can. She wasn't even trying to break records. She's just Caitlin Clark. She's always been what women's sports needed. Meanwhile, Aja Wilson posted an Instagram story, but it had nothing to do with Caitlin. It was about her own brand partnership. Fans noticed. The comments were brutal. Why can't you just be happy for her? You're silent again, while Caitlin's out there making history. Angel Reese remained silent, and the narrative shifted. Instead of standing against Caitlin, the world rallied behind her. Later in an interview, Caitlin shrugged it off. It's amusing, she said. I guess I just can't stop competing, even if I came here just to have fun. That's Caitlin in a nutshell. She's not chasing the spotlight. The spotlight is chasing her. From college basketball arenas to WNBA stadiums to now, golf courses, people are flocking to see her play. She's redefining what it means to be multi-talented. Her parents were there too, watching and crying with pride. Every time she learns something new, her mother said she puts her whole heart into it. So what's next? Will Caitlin Clark train with golf pros? Will she play in more PGA or LPGA tournaments? Nobody knows for sure, but she's proven that her potential is limitless. You could feel it in the air that day, the energy of the crowd, the cheers, the tears, the chants of her name. It felt like a turning point for women's sports. Caitlin Clark wasn't just playing golf. She was opening doors for every woman who's ever been told to stay in your lane. She's more than a basketball player. She's a living, breathing example of greatness, a movement in motion. What do you think is next for Caitlin Clark? Let me know in the comments below, because whatever it is, the world better be ready. If this was just the beginning, imagine what's coming. If you thought this video was awesome, smash that like button, subscribe for more Caitlin Clark updates, and share this with anyone who still doubts her greatness. Legends are made one swing at a time, and Caitlin Clark just reminded us all of that. And that, my friends, is what true greatness looks like. Caitlin Clark didn't just show up, she showed the world that true champions never stop competing, no matter the arena. From shattering basketball records to rewriting golf history in a single swing, she's the definition of unstoppable. Think about it. Most athletes spend their entire careers mastering one sport, one skill, one identity. But Caitlin Clark, she's proving that limits are just stories we tell ourselves. Every time the world thinks she's peaked, she climbs higher. Every time they try to box her in, she breaks through. And the best part, it's not just about the stats or the trophies. It's about that fire inside her, that relentless drive that says, why not me? She's not trying to impress anyone. She's trying to inspire everyone. The same fans who packed arenas to watch her drain threes are now lining up at dawn to watch her swing a golf club. That's not luck. That's legacy in the making. But let's get real for a second. When's the last time you saw an athlete dominate two sports like this? From the WNBA to the golf course, Caitlin Clark is doing something we haven't seen in decades. She's reaching fans, connecting generations, and showing that women's sports aren't just catching up, they're taking over. She's showing every little girl out there that your dreams don't have to fit into one box. You can dribble, swing, and soar all at once, and that's why everyone's talking about it. Because Caitlin doesn't just play the game, she changes it. The second she stepped onto that golf course, she brought millions of new eyes to the sport. Sponsors, cameras, fans, all tuned in for one reason, to witness greatness. That's influence. That's respect, earned through hard work and heart. But let's be honest, it hasn't always been smooth sailing. You've seen the criticism, the jealousy, the endless debates. Some called her privileged, others said she got too much hype, but here she is, turning noise into fuel, turning doubt into domination. Caitlin doesn't respond with words, she responds with result, and that's why, no matter what sport she tries, she commands respect. And while some stayed silent, refusing to celebrate her success, the world roared. Fans, pros, legends. They saw what she did and knew they were witnessing something special, because talent gets you noticed, but heart makes you unforgettable. And Caitlin Clark, unforgettable. So, what's next? That's the million-dollar question. Will she play in more pro golf tournaments? Will she train with the LPGA's best? Will she conquer another sport entirely? Maybe. But one thing's for sure, whatever she does, she'll attack it with the same fire that's gotten her this far. And maybe that's the real takeaway here. It's not just about golf or basketball. It's about the mindset of never settling, of proving that greatness doesn't need permission. It just needs passion. Caitlin is more than an athlete now. She's a symbol of what happens when you refuse to let limits define you. So to everyone watching this, remember this moment. Because years from now, when people talk about the athletes who changed everything, Caitlin Clark's name will be right there at the top. Not just because she played 2 sports or broke records, but because she showed the world how far belief can take you. If you're feeling inspired by her journey, hit that like button right now. Drop a comment below. What do you think Caitlin Clark should tackle next? Another golf event? Maybe even a totally different sport? Let's hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because this story is just getting started. Every swing, every step, every headline. Caitlin's rewriting the definition of a legend in real time. And trust me, you don't want to miss what comes next because Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's changing it. One shot, one swing, one history-making moment at a time.